was driving for Lyft before work, after work, occasionally still playing poker live, making a little bit of money at the casinos, but then you don't sleep and, not the healthiest lifestyle, you know. But yeah, that's kind of what got me into it. And from there, I actually ended up worked for a few different companies up in LA and met my wife up there. And we decided, like this is not really a place to raise kids. And so I ended up moving back to San Diego. And I had a couple of partners that were based out of LA. And, I think you guys are super blessed. You seem to, from what I could see, you guys work great together and really like are always working to improve. And I love that. That's what attracted me to kind of like, join Proline really was you guys. But what ended up happening with me and my experience with having business partners kind of for the first time at that point was they were making my job harder. Like sometimes even like basics, like getting someone on the phone with a credit card to pay for materials to start a job was a challenge. And for me, I wanted to give customers a really good experience and have good communication and get good reviews. Because to me, it's like if you don't have good reviews, like you just have to start over again, right? You want to build something long term there. And we didn't share the same ethics really and the same vision. And the final straw was when I found out that one of the owners, who was the contractor basically, he was making the invoices for one of our subs. And I was looking over, which I didn't know. I never would have agreed to that. It was crazy to me. But the other business partner knew, and the accountant knew, and they were like, "Oh, well, we just trust, right?" You always have to have checks and balances in a business. To any of you new guys out there, trust everybody, but always have checks and balances and systems in place that keep everybody, accountable. And basically, he was making invoices with extra cost on them that didn't exist and embezzling money out of the company. So at that point, I was like, I have to figure out something on my own. So I wasn't really in the financial position to do that. But thankfully, I had enough of an understanding at that point that what profit kind of needed to be. And just was super fortunate that it ended up working. And the market here for roofing in San Diego's, very good. There's a lot of houses built in the 60s and 70s. And it's been 2 years now with Masterline. And so far it's going well. We've been improving and, 5 stars on Google so far, not a ton of reviews, but little by little getting there and providing good customer experience, good quality work. And yeah, just definitely come a long way from that, running that job that I found from the ad on Craigslist and just continually trying to improve from there. So that's kind of the short version of the story. Maybe it was long, but
you could you share a story with lots of people, including me. So it's
mm-hmm.
it's a very relatable story for a lot of people in the roofing space. You just told a lot of my story too. So and I've heard the same thing: embezzlement, bad
Mm-hmm.
partnerships, don't align with all kinds of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
we could chat for a long time about just that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there not, was there no kind of recourse in that situation where you have a partner that's embezzling like that? Is that not illegal? Like,
Sure, it is. It is, but the reality is like white collar crimes don't get prosecuted. And even if you get a settlement in your favor, you're not going to collect the money.
No, you're gonna pay attorney's fees. It'll be a long, drawn out process, over a year. Like it's like everybody always has the answer, but it has to be so much money for it to actually even come close to being worth fighting it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was in the 6 figures. I mean, it was significant. And the other thing is like the ability to pay. Like even if they do even have the money, like you're going to agree to some weird settlement, but it's hard to get. Oh no, sorry guys, let me fix this.
Oh, you're good.
I got a new car and I didn't bring the key I didn't switch the key over from the office. So my apologies here. Yeah, but basically, yeah, just, I have some family members who are lawyers, etc. And they just said, it's very unfortunate, it's terrible. It's definitely wrong what happened, but you're better off walking away. And I'd had a previous experience for another company that I worked with, and I ended up leaving and they owed me some, quite a bit of commissions when I left.